Okay, everybody, hello. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris. Hope you're off to a good start to your Friday. Want to get right to what we're forecasting next week. We've been talking about a lot of different elements for next week. One of those elements are very cold temperatures that'll move in, especially by Monday morning. Thankfully, most of you are off because Monday is MLK Day, but I do want to remind you that Monday morning, we're looking at temperatures in Metro Atlanta that will be in the teens, wind chills in the single digits, so be mindful of that. So for the purpose of this particular update, I'm focusing on the precipitation because I know that's what everybody wants to know about. So we have two distinct chances for winter weather next week. The first will happen on Tuesday. If we do see any precipitation on Tuesday in North Georgia, we do believe it will all be snow. So we're confident enough in our temperature profile on Tuesday to say that would just be snow. We don't really know where the snow would be or how high your chances are, but we know that if anything falls Tuesday, that's snow, and that's still possible. Wednesday looks like it'll be mostly dry, and then a completely different second system will move in at the end of the week going into the weekend, and that will give us another opportunity for winter weather. And that's still too far away for us to know exactly what we're going to see, but that is something that we're watching Thursday through the end of the week. So let's start with the Tuesday system, and I talked about this yesterday, but the first ingredient here is Arctic air that's going to actually move into North Georgia on Sunday. That freezing line goes all the way down to Florida, and I just told you about temperatures in the teens in the morning on MLK Day, wind chills in the single digits, so it'll be plenty cold. That will be the first ingredient that we will have in place going into Tuesday. And then the second ingredient is this area of low pressure. We still don't know exactly where this low pressure will be, but we do know that these low pressures produce precipitation. So when you combine that low on top of these freezing temperatures, that's why we know that there will be winter weather somewhere. Now, as I go to the forecast map for Tuesday, this will definitely be a Gulf Coast system, meaning that low, we believe, will be closer to the coast, so most of the precipitation will be south of us. The question that we are still trying to figure out as of Friday is exactly how far north the precipitation will be. So this first model that I'm showing you just gives you an overview for Tuesday, and I'm intentionally zooming out this model because I don't want to focus too much on where one particular area would be. It's too early for that. I just want to show you the pattern here with this map. And I'm also not really showing you any specific time. So this is specifically just to show you an overall look at the pattern for Tuesday, not getting too specific. But as you can see kind of with the zoomed out view, on this European model, it does have the snow as far north as Atlanta. So that's why we're keeping at least a chance of snow in your forecast. And now I'll switch over to model number 2. And this is the American model. So the American model was actually showing it dry on Tuesday. And as of this morning, it's starting to bring a little bit more snow further north. So I'm going to go back and forth. Both of our models that we use to forecast kind of for next week in the long range, they're both showing some form of snow in North Georgia. So that's why we're keeping a chance of snow in your forecast for Tuesday. Once we get into the weekend, we'll start to get our high-resolution models on this, and that will start to give us a much better idea of what's going to happen. But at this point, we are at least keeping a chance of snow in the forecast for Tuesday. Again, not focusing too much on the exact location or amounts, but we do believe that that will be possible based on both of our long-range models now showing this for Tuesday. So let's go back to the kind of overview for next week. Tuesday, snow is possible. That's already a first alert weather day, even though the chance right now is still only about 30%, just because that's possible. As you get back to work after the holiday, we're going to keep that first alert in place. It does look like Wednesday will be mostly dry, and then again, Thursday, a totally different system moving in, and it's just too far away to know what's going to happen at the end of the week. Some models are showing just rain. Some models are showing rain with the mix of snow. Some models are showing ice. That's way too far away. In fact, some of our models are showing different days at the end of next week. So that system at the end of the week, we're definitely going to have to wait for more data to come in. But just know that next week we are looking at two different systems. The first is on Tuesday. If we do get precipitation on Tuesday, that will be all snow. Wednesday, mostly dry. And then what may be a kind of a messier system Thursday going into the upcoming weekend. So we will keep you up to date. We'll let you know as we continue to get more data. Again, and we've all talked about this, there's a process to winter weather forecasting. We always have to start with sort of a wide lens because there's so many different elements that go into the forecast, and all those little elements change like by the hour. So everything has to sort of come together. So we start with the wide lens, and as we get closer to the event, we're able to give you more details. So as of today, Tuesday is coming into a bit more focus to where we at least know whatever happens, Tuesday will be snow. We're just still working on exactly how high that chance will be, and if we do see snow, exactly where it would be. But that's something that we can tell you. That possibility is certainly there for just snow on Tuesday. Thursday, the end of the week, still sort of an open question, but we'll certainly keep you up to date. So first alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey is working on your forecast that she will have on Atlanta News First at noon. We also have a new video that we're preparing for you right now in the First Alert Weather app to walk you through these precipitation chances. And I will say earlier this morning I recorded an update to talk about those temperatures on Monday morning. As I mentioned before, it's going to be cold Monday morning, the coldest that we've seen in like a year. So again, Monday's a holiday. Hopefully you'll stay home Monday morning. But if you do have to get to work again in Metro Atlanta, wind chills will be in the single digits. That's what it's going to feel like on your skin. And if you were in the mountains, those wind chills could drop to below zero. We don't really have any alerts out for that yet, but we are pretty sure that there will be some type of cold weather alert that will have to be issued for Monday. It's thankful that, again, it's a holiday, so most of you don't have to get out Monday morning. But if you do, that's really our biggest concern right now. That's our most immediate concern for next week is the fact that it'll get super cold. So we have information on that right now in the First Alert Weather app. So if you want to know more about the temperatures where you live on Monday morning, you can head over to the app and see that right now. And we are also preparing to post an update on the actual chances for precipitation next week. So join Ella at noon. Remember, you can always get your info in the app, and we hope you guys have a good Friday, an amazing weekend. And until next time, we'll see you soon.